You have trouble walking upstairs? Raquel, you have trouble going upstairs?
Not really. I just prefer not to when I don't have to. I woke up 5 nights every day.
Ah, I was like,
I live on a farm, yeah.
all right, I was just gonna say,
My life is not
okay. I was like, use it or lose it, but since you're doing that.
to the store, everything's up the stairs. I do a lot of stuff.
I'm just staying out here. My camera is live. I have to turn it on, so I don't want to just stand there just like staring.
Okay, but yeah, I just
It's online.
oh,
Good. On Wednesdays, it's still here.
you know, like today it's on the we did it takes a long.
Yeah, it's on Wednesdays in person, and on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Which I'm getting ready to do. I do have online class.
So I just go to the class. I'm like,
No, if you want to do it at home, I have to get in. I can't give you the link right now. They don't have it. I have it. But are you going to be here for about an hour?
yeah, I live in Hoboken.
All right. If you're going to be here for another hour, when I'm done with the class, I can give you the link to the virtual class.
Okay.
All right. But it's Wednesdays. Remember. Yeah, I'm doing it now. So, but if you're going to be here for a while, I will give you the link for the future afterwards. All right. No, I'm the only one that has the link, and I'm going to go in and do it right now. Hi, guys. A few of you are here already. Let's see who's here. Judy, Nora, Shadi, Thea. Welcome, guys. And just one more minute and we'll get started. I have to say, last week after my trip to Chicago, I needed that class last week, but this week I'm fresh and ready to go. So we're going to have fun. And remember, the word of the day is still hydrate, hydrate. So have your water, take a break anytime you need to, usual stuff. And if you're feeling a little bit under the weather because of the weather, just do what you can do. Don't overdo it and take breaks anytime. Don't wait for me to take a break. So let's get started and I will see you. I'll check in a little bit. So usual stuff. So want to make sure that you can see me, have my watch going, and stand up nice and tall. Lean your head to one side, roll it around to the other side, back and forth. And look left to right. And then shoulder rolls, roll your shoulders up towards your ears and roll them back. Nice deep shoulder rolls. And then we're going to change these to arm circles. Modify at shoulder height if you have pain or discomfort or just any limitations in putting your arms overhead. And switch direction. And swing your arms around your body, getting your torso moving. This just feels good. And we're going to do hip circles. We're going to do 5 in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's do 10 hip hinges. Your feet are comfortably far apart. All you're doing is moving your hip back. And I'm going to counterbalance it, just bringing my arms up to shoulder height. We're going to do 10 of those. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel taps to the front, pressing your arms out. And then we're going to switch this to kickbacks, bringing your heels towards your glutes as you row your arms. And changing that to skaters, one leg behind the other on a diagonal, moving in all directions in our warm-up. And let's just take that to a front diagonal, starting together, step to the front. We're not crossing over like we do in the back, we're just stepping to the front. And then we're gonna toe tap, bringing our arms up to shoulder height or all the way up to the back. And one last one. Lateral raises, you start with your feet together and just step out to the side and bring your arms out with you. This is a modified jack. Great way to get warmed up. Great way to raise your heart rate. And now let's just walk it out. And we're going to take our marches a little bit higher. Your arms are moving. This time we're going to opposite hand to knee, bringing our knees up a little bit higher, working on that balance right at the beginning, and a little bit of coordination and some cognitive work. And then just take it down. So we're going to do calf raises. Hold on if you need to. We're just doing 5. We're going to do more later. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to do my little cervical spine work. So standing up nice and tall, just tuck your chin in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's do our posture check. So feet are about shoulder width apart. You're standing up tall. Plumb line is pulling you up. One hand behind your head. Your chin stays parallel. Your hand on your chin. Push your chin back so that into the hand that's in the back. So your head is sitting nicely on your shoulder. Ear over your shoulder, shoulder over your hip, hip over your knee, knee over your ankle. Your belly button is pulled towards your spine. Slight hip tilt forward. Relax shoulders, shoulder blades, pointing towards your back pocket. And let's sit as usual. Just a reminder that when we're sitting, we're still paying attention to our posture, not letting the chair support us. Sitting upright, keeping your core engaged and your shoulders relaxed. So feet up. We're going to point and flex for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And circle out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and the opposite direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to do our sits to stand. We're still doing, excuse me, we're going to start off with our regular sits to stand. Five reps, feet about shoulder width apart or wider. Keeping your head up, find a focal point to help out with that. You could use your arms up and down, pushing off the chair, arms crossed. This is hard, and so are your arms straight in front. Choose the one that's best for you, but try to keep your head up. Find that focal point and keep your eyes on it. 1, and with a lot of control, sit down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's sit for a little bit. We're going to stagger our feet, and with each rep, as we sit down, we're going to change our feet. So we've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. I'm going to make it hard for me. I'm going to cross my arms across my chest, and I'm going to stand and sit and switch my feet. Nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is much harder. 7, 8, 9, and 10. That particular sit to stand, if someone is having difficulty, there's a lot of things we can do to help someone walk upstairs, but that's one of the first things you can do is just get someone to switch feet. If you're walking upstairs and you have a lead foot where you're just leading with one foot, there's a little bit of a problem there. So you want to be cognizant of that and try. Some, may need physical therapy or something, but just being aware that you should be switching feet with each step is a good thing. So we're going to do seated chest press with TheraBand. If you don't have a TheraBand, you're going to do a push-up, wall push-up, a counter push-up, a table push-up, anything that's secure. Remember, I'm going to use my chair. Nice plank position, head in, your elbows. For this one, your elbows should be right over your shoulder if you're doing like a counter push-up. Actually, it could be back a little bit. I'm not going to do it here because this is a little bit too narrow, but nice plank positions, head from, straight line from your head down to your feet, belly button pulled in, and when you go down, your entire body goes with you. You're not bending any place. So put your band around the chest if you're doing a chest press with me, sitting up tall, hands at shoulder height, elbows below your shoulders. Push forward and bring your elbows back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to do our squats. I'm going to do both my weights today. My feet are going to be wide. I'm going to do a sumo squat, which means my feet are wider, my toes are pointed out like a sumo wrestler. That's better for me and my knees. You don't have to do that. You can bring your feet in a little bit and do a regular squat and just hinging back. You could also do another set of sits to stand. if you want to practice that. So head up high. As with our warm-up, you start off with your hip hinge. Your knees are not moving. They're going to bend because you're bending your hips back. So keep your head up. Push your hips back. Go as low as it's comfortable. Push through your heels. Contract your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of either push-ups or seated chest press with your band. Sitting up tall. Press forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of squats. So feet in the position that's good for you. Mine is a sumo squat, standing up tall. Let me move over so you can see everything. And hinge your hips back. 1, keep your head up. Keep your eyes on that focal point. 2, push through your heels, contract your glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to move on. We're going to work on our back now. And what we're going to do is a scapular retraction using our TheraBand. So if you don't have a TheraBand, we're going to do bent over rows. You've done those quite a bit. You're going to bend at the knee and the hip. Keep your spine neutral, arms away from you. Bring your elbows up and squeeze together. You could even do that without weights. Really effective exercise. We're going to do something a little bit different. We've done this before. So arms out straight, no slack in the band. Taut, but it's still a little bit loose so you have enough room to pull your arms straight out and squeeze your shoulder blades together. You have a pencil between your shoulder blades. You're tightening the pencil around. You're tightening your scapula around the pencil to keep it from falling. So let's start. 1, bend your knees slightly if you're standing. 2, keep your head up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great exercise, especially if you have weak upper back muscles. We're doing that head forward thing. So we're going to change our glute and hamstring work a little bit today. Instead of doing single leg deadlift, we're going to do a modified deadlift. So your feet are a little bit staggered. They're not that far apart, but they're not right in front of each other. That back heel is going to come up. So as you bend, you're going to hinge your hips too. I'm going to just go through this for a little bit. You're going to hinge your hips. And as you're hinging your hips, you're bending your knee, particularly that back knee. I just want you to be careful that you're not going down like this. Still a hip hinge where you're pushing your hip back. And as you stand up, you push through that front heel and the toe of the back leg. So let's do 10 per side, standing up tall, hinge your hips. 1, push through that front heel and your toe. 2, 3, 4, 5, push your hips back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's the one thing when I do these with my clients, they have a tendency to just push their hips down instead of pushing it straight back. So that's why I keep repeating that. Switch sides. If you're only holding on lightly to the chair, it also adds a little bit of a balance challenge for you. So switch sides and push your hip back. 1, push through your heels and your toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's go back to our scapular retraction. So stand up nice and tall. Slight bend in your knee. Enough slack, but not too much in your band so that you can pull it all the way out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your belly button pulled in. 1, 2, make sure your shoulders are not up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're getting a little stretch in your chest also. 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of our modified deadlift. The weight is on the outside leg, on the leg that's in the back. The weight is on that arm. So light hold on the chair so you get a little balance challenge. The back heel is up. Push your hips back. 1, 2, weight on the front heel and on your toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's switch over to the other side. 1, make sure you come all the way back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's take our first break. I'm going to grab some water. You should too. I want to see who's here. How's everyone doing? You can't give me a thumbs up. I'm still expecting that, but I don't get thumbs up anymore. So I miss seeing you guys. Oh yeah, I get chat thumbs up. Thank you guys. So we're going to move on. We're going to do tandem stance. Remember, heel toe, or a little bit more room if you need it. Offset a little bit to the side. or heel in the arch of the other foot. Great posture. And we're going to do shoulders. We're going to do external rotation. So our arms are at 90 degrees, so right angle. Your elbows never leave your side. They stay locked in. I'm just saying my left foot is in front out loud so that I'll remember for the next set. So we're going to do 10 reps. Standing up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And what we're going to do today is a stand and leg extensions. I'm just going to loosen this up to give myself a little bit more range of motion. So I'm holding on to the chair. I'm standing. My foot's not hanging out. It's flexed. And I'm just going to straighten my leg and bring it back. I keep it in flexion the entire time. Stand up nice and tall, a little hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other leg up, foot in flexion, extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your knees lever, so it's not moving around. 5, 6, just like our bicep curls. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going right back into our external rotations for our shoulders and tandem stance. Switch feet, stand up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do our last set of standing leg extensions. So a light hold on the chair, knee up, your foot is flexed, extend out. 1, you keep your knee still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch to the other side. Flex your foot, extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I can really feel those. Just give your quads a rub. And we're going to move on. We're going to do bicep curls and slow marches. So grab your weights. So remember, my palms are facing in, and I could keep it like that. That's a hammer curl. I could have my palms facing forward, just a regular old curl, or I can combine them both. Start with facing in, and then you could curl up. It should be one arm at a time, by the way, because we're doing single leg marches. No, I'm sorry, not single leg marches. We're marching opposite hand and knee. A lot of balance, coordination, and cognitive work. So I'm going to start with my right arm and left knee. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we're going to do calf raises. Holding on lightly for stability. We're just going to roll up as high as you can on your toes. So all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do our last set of biceps and slow marches. So I'm starting with my left arm, right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set of calf raises. Holding on lightly. Standing up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to do something a little bit different for triceps today. I have not done this in this class. Did it in my in-person class. Good or bad results. So remember, your option is going to be the bent over row position, elbows at your side, and kick back. So if you have shoulder issues or keeping your arms out up over your head, this is probably not the best option for you. I'm going to show you from the front and from the side. So your arms are straight up by your ears and your elbows are bent, and you're going to extend all the way up. And when you're doing this, your shoulders are not, someone's trying to break in, your shoulders are not up, they are down. And I'm going to do it from the side so you get a better view. So my arms are by my ears. I'm sitting up nice and tall. My shoulders are bent at a right angle. I'm keeping my elbows still, and I'm just pulling my arms overhead. That's 1. My elbows never move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It may feel a little awkward at first, and remember, you don't have to do it. You could do regular tricep kickbacks. So now I'm just going to move my camera a little bit so you can see me better. And we're going to do toe raises, working on our anterior tibialis, and bringing your toes up as high as you can and lowering nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of overhead extension. So let's sit up nice and tall. Arms, your upper arm by your ears. Your elbows are up. You're in a right angle. Keeping your elbows still, just straighten your forearms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you could send me a little note if you'd like that or not, or if you think it's something we should continue. I want to try new things with you guys. And, even you may be using the same weight you use for tricep extension, but it feels harder because you're in a different position. So send me a note and I'll check in a little bit. And we're going to do our last set of toe raises. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to do 2 sets of work on our small glute muscles. We did this last week. We did a stand-in clamshell. So just a review, when you're doing this, you don't want to bring your leg out too far so that your hip is also turning. You want to still keep your hips nice and straight and try to keep your leg up the entire time. After this, we're going to do a set of stepping over to sleeping dogs. And then the last set will be a side leg, a straight side leg lift that we do all the time. So stand up tall, just bring your knee out. 1, try to keep it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on the other side, I'm going to hold on slightly to the wall. Knee up. 1, remember your hip is not moving. 2, you're just bringing your leg out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those small muscle groups, your medial glute and your minimus glute, responsible for balance and stability in your leg, can cause a lot of problems. So that's why we work them. So it's been a while since we did stepping over to sleeping dog. Remember, you can hold on, exaggerated side lunge and front lunge, bringing your leg up high in both directions, in the front and in the back. Stepping into bathtubs, stepping into an SUV, stepping over obstacles, stepping over a big puddle without falling. And it's a great exercise, brings your heart rate up a little bit. So hold on if you need to. I'm going to start at the side. 1, bring your leg up high in both directions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other side. Starting laterally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you'll see that your heart rate went up a little bit with that. So, last set of small glute muscle work. We're doing a side leg lift, which we do all the time. Toe stays pointed forward. So think of leading with your heel so you don't turn your toes out. Really good posture. Hold on. One fingertip will give you stability. 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the last side, the only other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do a quick check-in before we start our core work and see how you guys are doing. Everyone doing okay? All right, great. So, all right. So let's grab some water. Grab your ball, sofa cushion, toilet paper, whatever you have. Sitting up tall. We're just going to do 10 today because I want to do a little bit more. So squeeze together. 1. Bring your belly button in as you do that and breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And arms out in front of you. Excuse me. You're going to keep your belly button in. You're going to keep pressure on the ball. Okay, everyone's doing well. Good. You're going to keep pressure on the ball. Work your inner thighs, and it also helps to keep your knees and hips stable from turning as we're doing this. We're going to follow our arm all the way back, or as far as back as you can go, and alternate to the other side. Doing rotations, working our obliques. This is 3, 4, also shoulder mobility. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to go overhead for that one. Check in to make sure you have some pressure on the ball. 1, due to your range of motion, whatever you can do, no pain or discomfort. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to turn the chair around. We're going to put this behind our back. A lot of pressure on the ball. Sitting upright. And the first one we're going to do is just leaning back. Your head moves with your shoulders. We're going to do 10 of those, keeping your belly button pulled in the entire time. So 1, and sit upright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this time I'm going to just cross my arms across my chest. You could keep your arms at your side. We're just going to roll forward from the bottom of our shoulder blades, not our waist. And your head is still moving with your spine. So just roll forward. It's a slight forward movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keeping your belly button pulled in. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to turn around. Sorry about that noise. I'm going to do 10 reps of a rotation. So keep your knees and hips still, arms up, the ball behind you. You're going to rotate to the right, one side, 1, whichever side it is. 2, keep your belly button pulled in, no movement in your hip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And one more. Let's do a seated dead bug. So arms straight out. Similar to our bicep curls, opposite arm and knee. I'm going to start with my right arm by my ear, left knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to stand up. We're going to do tandem stance. We're turning our head slowly side to side. We're only going to do 5 reps per whichever foot is in front. So close to something that you could hold on to, a focal point on your left and on your right. That really helps with your stability. So stand up nice and tall. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And switch feet. And stand up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, when my left foot was in front, I felt a little bit more stable. Our body works in mysterious ways. Who knows? So let's do our single leg stance. Kickstand if you need to, up and down, or kickstand on the floor. One fingertip holding on. Arms, however you need to maintain your stability. Great posture, belly button pulled in. Find a focal point, keep your eyes on it. That really helps a lot. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And since you're home, you could try this barefoot. That is actually even better if your feet can handle it. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do our stretch. We're going to hold each stretch for 3 deep breaths. So sitting up tall, don't let your posture go away while we're doing our stretch. So one leg out, your foot is flexed, so we get our hamstrings and our calves. Leaning forward, if you can reach your toe, pull it in to get a deeper calf stretch. And switch sides. And sit up, cross one leg over. We're going to stretch our hips. So sitting up tall, just grab on the outside of your knee and pull gently so you feel a stretch from your hip along your thighs all the way down to your knee. And switch this to figure four. Push gently on the inside of your knee, lean forward, stretching our glutes, our piriformis, all of those small muscles that help us throughout the day. And switch to the other leg. And switch to figure four. And I'm going to do this to the side. So I do not want you to round your back like this. You're still keeping your back nice and neutral and going as far out. You can just bring your arms out to make that stretch a little bit deeper without rounding your back. You should feel a gentle stretch in your lower back. My arms are super long. They're always going to reach the floor. If yours don't, that's okay. And then just move both hands over to one foot so you get that stretch in the side of your lower back. And over to the other side. And hip flexor stretch. So nice stride, sitting up tall, belly button pulled in. That back leg, just tilt that hip up so you get a stretch in your hip down into your quads. If you could keep your heel on the ground, you'll get a little more calf stretching also. And then we're going to just turn over to the other side, standing up tall, tilt your hip forward. And let's do my favorite stretch. Hands on the seat of this chair. Your feet are under your hips, and then just push your hips away for a posterior stretch. And roll up, arms out to the side. Bring your arms behind you. Move your head gently left to right. Arm circles. And the other direction. And thank you guys so much for coming today. Just a little announcement. I am going to take the last Thursday of this month off. I'm going back to Chicago to see my daughter in a play. And but I'll remind you over the next couple of weeks that I won't be here. So have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Nora. I see you soon.